Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a fruitful and productive day today. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to tonight's business opportunity session, where we get to showcase the new life opportunity, what new life is all about, and why you should be able to say yes to this opportunity. And I want to extend a special appreciation to those who are joining us from across the world, because the world has shifted to a digital space. And we have people plugging in from across the world, from West Africa, from South Africa, our neighbors in Tanzania and Uganda, and of course, in the other continents, in the USA, in Europe, Australia, and so on. And I also want to just appreciate the fathers who are on this call. Yesterday was Father's Day, and we want to say that we value you, and you really, you're appreciated in the New Life family. Keep doing what you're doing, and you're appreciated and you're loved. And as has been the norm over the last couple of years, the last couple of months, we normally have our very own Mr. Pascal Oloo, our world team member, who is based in Pretoria, South Africa, who takes us through the presentation of what New Life is all about, who's been doing an amazing job, and we really appreciate him. And so he's going to take us through again, and then later on, he's going to invite our guest speaker, our team member as well, Mr. Bundi, who will be able to share with us the story. And so without much further ado, I want to welcome Mr. Pascal. Pascal, you can take it away if you hear me. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Alan, for that intro. We also appreciate for all these many months and years that you've hosted our presentations this Monday evening. And just to welcome all our guests and our distributors for this session. This session is a session to showcase what we do in our business. Those of you who are guests, just take out a pen, paper, take notes, pay attention, and at the end of this meeting, you are going to turn to the person who invited you and say, yes, I want to do this thing. Just guide me on how to get started in the business. So as Alan has said, my name is Pascal Oloo. I am trained as a civil engineer. Betty and I live in South Africa. We've been here for about 28 years now, and we joined this business 27 years ago. And the reason we joined the business was very simple. Betty and I wanted to make extra income. That's all we wanted to do. We wanted our family to have a better life, because I grew up with the notion that the thing that creates success for you in life is education. That advice is no longer true completely. I agree that education helps you get along or open doors that you would never have opened without any education. But it's not the complete picture, because I meet a lot of people who've gone to school, they've got degrees, they've got masters, PhDs, but they're struggling in life, financially, relationship, health-wise. So we started this business to make an extra $200 a month. That was really our goal. And we did that because Betty didn't have a job, and my salary wasn't enough. And when a man and a woman gets together, there's natural expansion. The children come along. And as they grow, their needs also increase. And if your salary is not keeping up with the pace, then you have got a challenge. Two things always affect your income. Number one is called progressive income tax. The more money you earn, the more tax you pay. Number two is called inflation. If you want to know what inflation is, just choose a basket of goods. This time next year, take the same bucket of goods and go and find out the prices. That will give you a very clear indication of what inflation is. So we started this business for a very simple reason that I think most people who are attending this meeting might have a similar reason: to make extra income, to make their life a little bit better. And our mission in this business is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And it always starts with you. You are the driver of your life. You are in the seat that determines how your life is going to turn out. So Betty and I, when we started, we said, even if we're making $200 a month, I think it is worthwhile. But after 7 months of doing the business part-time, our income reached about $1,000 a month. That's when we really took the business seriously. We decided to really put effort in the business. And after 3 years, the income was 3 times my salary. That's when I left my job. Now, what is this business that we are talking about? Before I get to describe what this business is, I want to discuss and share with you there's 4 ways that people use to generate income. The first one is called a job. That is when you're employed and you work for an employer, and after 30 days they pay you a salary, or after 15 days they pay you a salary, depending on what your agreement is. A job is good, that at least you have money to put food on the table, to have a roof over your head, and to have clothes on your back. The challenge with employment is a number. Number one is that because of technology, employers are finding more efficient ways to create products and services that they need less and less people. In the next 6 to 8 years, the people who analyze it, world economics, say that artificial intelligence will replace almost 400 million people in the workplace. And that should give you some thought. The other challenge with employment is that there's a lot of internal politics, there's a lot of bickering. So I would not say there is something called a secure job. There's nothing really secure in a job. The second way that people use to generate income is self-employment. Self-employment is when you get some savings, you mortgage your house, you get your life savings, you borrow money from a bank or a friend to start your own business, provide a product or a service to the public. Self-employment, the challenge, it's good because you determine how much money you want to earn, but the challenge is the business depends on you. That means if you're not there physically, your business doesn't grow. Ask somebody who owns a restaurant. If he has to be there very early in the morning and leave late in the evening, if he's not there, then the restaurant doesn't operate efficiently. Unless they have systems, unless they employ people they trust, the business depends on you. A very simple test to know whether you own a business or not: go away from it for about 30 days, 60 days. If it stops or collapses, you don't own the business owns you. The third way that people use to generate income is called big business. These are people who invest huge capital, a lot of money. They employ lots of people. They require a considerable amount of space to run their enterprise. It's got a lot of drawbacks. One, it's not available to the ordinary person in the street. Number two is you also have a lot of labor problems. Huge companies are companies like Vodacom in Southern Africa, MTN in East and West Africa and Southern Africa, Safaricom PLC in East Africa, ShopRite, which is a retail shop. These are big businesses. They invest huge amount of money to run their businesses. The fourth way that people use to generate income is investments. This is when you get money which is over and above what you need daily or on a monthly basis, which is extra, and you want to invest in a business or in an instrument that gives you a return on your investment. But you need 2 things apart from the money. You need knowledge and the skill of investment. So what most people do is that they get somebody who is experienced in investing and invests on their behalf. These are the 4 major ways that people use to generate income. There are others which are very specialized. For example, writers or authors or musicians or professional sports people. These are very, very narrow band that not many people have access to this kind of ways to generate income. The question is there an ideal business? Is there a business or a way of generating income that is available to the ordinary person in the street that they can actually earn and achieve their dreams? I think it needs to have the following criteria. Number one, you need very low capital to start. Our business, you need between $60 and $100 to start a global business. And that is very exciting for me because the ordinary person who can look for this level of income and within a short period of time is able to generate sufficient income to actually live on. The second criteria is you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services because this is what people need. A business occurs when a product or a service is sold and a customer buys. That's really what business is. But you need a distribution system to take the product from the manufacturer to the end consumer. The third is you need to have global reach. It simply means that you need to have access to a very large pool of people in order to generate sufficient income. Our company does business in over 50 countries around the world. In Africa, we do business in 14 countries, Eastern, Western, and Southern Africa, and some parts of Central Africa. So we cover a very large population. In Africa alone, the countries where our company does business has a population of about 450 million people. So there's a very large population to serve. The fourth element is you need leverage. Leverage simply means you find a way to multiply your time, your effort, and the way you do your business so that you increase the amount of money you earn by cooperating with other people. Examples are banks who open branches, or stores who open different retail companies that open different stores around the town or around the country or around the continent. You need leverage because each of us has got 24 hours a day. If you want to earn more money, you need to be able to learn a way to increase the number of hours you work. You can only do that through other people. The fifth element is you need consumable, high-quality products in order to sustain your business. A very important or key word there is consumable. It means that it's a product that people will use constantly. They buy, they use, they finish, they buy some more. An example is soap. Soap is a good business item business because people use it every single day. The sixth element is you need to have a business system. That simply means you need to have tools, procedures, or equipment that helps you run your business so that you as the owner of the business do not have to be present where your business is being done. And that is very important in the long-term success of your business. A business system is what replaces the owner of the business so that the business runs in their absence. And the last one is timing. Timing is very critical because if you start the business at the wrong time, your business does not gain traction. Either it's too early or it's too late in the growth curve. Now, those are the essential elements for an ideal business. And our business has all this criteria to help us generate or create wealth. It's called network marketing. What is it? Network marketing is a system, a very efficient system of distribution of goods and services. Why is that important? It's important because when somebody manufactures a product, he needs to find a way, a very efficient way to take that product to the marketplace or to the end user or to households. In traditional business, between the manufacturer and the consumer, you have middlemen. In some products, you have 5 middlemen, some 10, some 15, some 17. I was reading an article about Mercedes-Benz. In 1988, Mercedes-Benz, if you would go and buy a Mercedes-Benz 350 SE in Munich, Germany, when the Mercedes-Benz leaves the factory, the price is about $30,000. By the time it arrived in Denver, Colorado, in the US, that same Mercedes-Benz is $65,000. Why is that? Because between Munich and Denver, there were 17 different middlemen who kept adding to the cost of the product. And who pays for it? It's a customer. Supposing you remove all these middlemen between the manufacturer and the consumer, and you only put one person called a distributor, the money that is available to be paid to all these middlemen is what is available to pay distributors like myself. That is what makes this business very, very lucrative. Then you combine the principle of leverage, it gives this business its true power. So in our business, there are no middlemen. There's no advertising, there are no wholesalers or retailers. The product are taken from the manufacturer to the consumer through a distributor. And the products are, you see, when you go to a retail shop to buy a product, most of the time, you don't know the ingredients of the product or what the product does, maybe from your own prior knowledge. In our business, when customers buy products, they have been told what the product does and the ingredient of the product. So the customer is quite well educated about what they're actually buying. We are paid for successfully referring customers to buy products. The products are researched and developed on your behalf. What that means is you are not in business by yourself, although you're in your own business. Think about this. If you're an entrepreneur, you want to bring a product or a service to the marketplace, the first thing you need to do is to design and manufacture the products. You need to get raw material to put it together. You need to get manufacturing facilities. You need to package the product. You need to do quality control. You need to register your products or your service in all the jurisdictions where you're going to do business. In this case, Neolife has already done that for you. Your only duty is to create a network of people who use the products. So you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because Neolife has already built infrastructure that helps your business to grow. There are no qualifications required in our business except three things. Number one, you need to have a dream or a desire. That's what nobody can do for you because it comes from your heart. Number two, you need to be teachable. That means you need to be able to make yourself open to learning new things, learning a new way to do business, learning about products, learning about yourself, learning about how to be a leader. And then you need to work hard. If you have these three things going for you, you're going to be very, very successful. Neolife was started by Jerry Brasfield in 1958 at the age of 19. When he was in his teenage years, Jerry had a very, very serious asthma, and his mother gave him natural remedies. And when he improved or felt better, an idea occurred to him, maybe I need to share with a lot of people about the need for very good nutrition, which helps our body to heal itself. That's how the company was born. But what has kept the company or Neolife all these years? We believe in 5 basic corporate principles. Number one, absolute honesty and integrity. We believe we need to tell our customers the truth. We need to deal with them with integrity. Integrity is simply doing the right thing when nobody is watching. The second one is people are number one. The most important resource we have in our business is people. People are number one because they're the ones who use our products and make the business viable. The third element is products that work. Neolife spends a lot of money. They put together the best scientific minds to do research and development of the products. We've got scientists from different fields: biochemistry, food technology, manufacturing technology, herbal preparations, people from different scientific backgrounds who make up the scientific advisory board so that you have top-notch quality products. The fourth element is equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody who starts this business starts at exactly the same level. And your growth just depends on how hard you work. And the last one is you need to have a long-range vision. If you want to succeed this business in the long term, you need to have a long-term view. Initially, we recommend that you give this business a 2 to 5 year horizon. If you do the business the way your leader tells you to do the business, we believe in a 2 to 5 year period, you will reach financial independence. Neolife started in 1958 in the USA, came to South Africa in 1971, East Africa, that is Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, 96, 97, in West Africa, 1999, and the year 2000 when you opened business there. If you're a guest, this business has come to your doorstep today. Now, why do people start this business? If you're a guest, I don't know what would be a reason for starting the business. Some people start the business because they want to have a good life with their family, to have a good home, to buy good cars. Some people start the business because they want to take care of their parents, or they're tired of their jobs. People start the business for so many different reasons. Some start the business because they want to have holidays. Some start the business because they want to make money. Some start the business because they want to be physically fit and have good health. So people start the business for so many different reasons. So you're starting a business, you're partnering with a company that is more than 60 years old, operates in over 50 countries, and is supported by the scientific advisory board, which I mentioned earlier during the presentation. We have 4 ranges of products. Which are these products? The first one is called the Golden Home Care products. These are products you need to use to make your home look neat and smart. We've got products for cleaning your kitchen, your bathroom, your toilet, your carpets, your oven, anything in your home that you need for cleaning, we've got the products for you. We also have products for personal care range, that is things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion, products for different uses. The third range is skincare organics. Skincare products are the products you need to make your skin look neat and smart. I mean, your skin is the largest organ in your body, and it's the first line of defense to protect your body. The fourth type of the range of products are the healthcare supplements. This is a high selling range of our business. These are the products that the company manufactures, makes, and puts in different markets around the world. How do we move these products to the marketplace? We move these products when we do what we call 3 daily success habits. We do 3 things every day to move our products to the marketplace or different customers. The first thing we do is we use the products ourselves. We simply change our shopping habits. What that means is this. At the end of June, you're going to buy soap. You're going to buy whatever it is you need for your daily living. So whether you join the business or not, you're still going to spend some money. What we suggest is this. Change your buying habits, start buying from your own business. The other reason why you need to use the products is the people who you're going to speak to want to know that you also believe and use the product that you're recommending to them. Because Neolife operates in over 50 countries around the world, the company devised what we call a point value system to standardize the measurement of business worldwide. 100 PV or point value is roughly $160 in value. The next thing you do is you share the business opportunity. That means you introduce other people to be users and promoters of the products. In this example, you've introduced 6 people to be users and promoters who each do 100 PV. At the end of the month, you'll have generated 700 PV and your income is about $45. You become a manager in the business. The next thing you do is you teach the people you've brought in the business or promoters to also introduce other promoters and users of the products. In this example, the person on the top right corner introduces 2 people who introduce 2, and you've built a 700 PV unit, plus the other 6 gives you 1,300. You become a senior manager. Your income is about $90 a month. The next thing you do is you teach all these people in your team to do the same. If you do that, you'll have 700 PV units, which is 4,200, plus your own is 4,300. You become a director in the business, and your income is roughly $580 to $700 a month. How quickly can you achieve this? The question is, how desperate are you for success? The speed at which you do it just depends on you. Okay? The next thing you do is not everybody is going to be a promoter or a distributor in your business. These people become your customers and you make a net profit from them of 20%. The third thing we do in our business every day is personal development. That means you take time to learn about the business, about the products, about the compensation plan. You learn how to be a leader, to grow a business, and to lead a group of people who are also promoting the product. You have a support systems through training, support, you attend conferences, you attend seminars, you listen to CDs, you read books, there's a mentoring program. The person who brought you into the business will help you to grow your business. If you want to earn more money in the business, make sure you help somebody else become successful. If you help one more person become a director and you're also a director, your income goes to about $1,000 as a software director. If you help 3 people become directors, your income goes about $2,000. If you help 6 people become the directors, your income goes about $5,000 or more per month. So the income of the business depends on how many people you help to become successful. Now, at this stage, I want to invite a very dear friend of mine who lives in Kenya. He's grown a very substantial business. He's a world team member. He has been in the business for just over 15 years. So I want to welcome David Bundi Mukila. David, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Pascal. You can hear me?
Yes, I can. Please take it away.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pascal. It is always a pleasure listening to you. I like listening to your presentations, and you've really grown us in the business because Pascal is one of my upline directors. So my name is David Bundi Mokela. I'm a one team member in Kenya, Nairobi. I'm married to Beth. I'm blessed with two children, and I joined this business while I was working. That was in 2008. That was 2008 August, meaning in August this year, I'll be exactly 15 years in the business. On 24th of August 08, I'll be exactly 15 years in the business. Now, I didn't join the business while I was married. I was single. I joined the business at the age of 28 years. That is when I met this opportunity. And I used to work with the Kenyan Defense Forces or in the Kenya Army. And I was just here in Nairobi. So I remember one time, because I used to live with my two cousins in my house, I remember one day they came with the two friends and they came in my house because I accommodated them. We were living three guys in a single room. So these people came and is trying to explain to us about the business opportunity. Actually, they didn't do it the way Pascal has done it. So they tried to explain everything. They started drawing circles, and seriously speaking, I thought now I'm working, I have a job, I'm okay. And I'd just been employed. I got employed in 2007. So it is just when I'm fresh in employment. So I thought these guys are wasting my time, and I just put them off. But I thank God because out of the three people we were being explained the business, one of them is the person who took the opportunity, who happens to be my angel, the person who sponsored me. So this guy joined the business. He got convinced by these people. He joined the business and he started working the business full time because he was just an hustler in Nairobi. So when I saw this guy coming and picking the business, I saw him getting a check of 6,000 Kenya shillings. The second month, I saw a check of 25,000 Kenya shillings. Now, that is what attracted me because now I looked at my payslip, you know the payslip, and then deductions. So I discovered this guy, the second month, he is almost getting the salary that I'm being paid. And that is when my ego went down and I decided to come and listen. But the way he called me, he told me, come in town, I want to promote you. But because I had seen the check, and seen the guy getting some checks, I came very fast, and that is when I attended a presentation. And I remember when I attended the presentation, the presenters on that day, the presenter gave a story, a lady called Juliet. Then I saw another guy who was working in the army. He was a corporal, he gave his story, he was a corporal. And I saw a check of 598,000 Kenya shillings. Those years, I'm telling you, that made me crazy. Then I heard the success stories of people. I heard people giving their testimonies just like I'm giving today. So that really inspired me. And I decided to join the business. So I started the business on a part-time basis. So if you are here listening to me today, it is something that you can start on part-time basis. So I started working and started doing the business part-time during my free time. And let me tell you, this is the time I discovered I had some free time because it is 8 to 5 job. But I discovered after job in the evening, I could start attending trainings. We didn't have a Zoom meeting like today. I used to attend the physical trainings and I started my journey. So what made me to join? I heard the stories of successful people. Now, what did I do to succeed in the business? Because I know that people who are listening me for the first time, they would want to know how did you manage working with the military and still doing the business? So I discovered that I had some free time. So I started working part-time during the weekends. And let me tell you, I started getting a network. Pascal has talked about creating a network. I worked hard. And let me tell you, when you're a young person, you want to work hard. I was not married that time, but I saw these guys working and dreaming big. So I worked the business, and I saw my cousin that same year qualifying to be taken to Durban, South Africa. Now, that is what attracted me. Because he is my cousin, we took him to the airport, and I saw him boarding a plane. Now, I'd never boarded a plane. Of course, in the army, we travel a lot, but in the bushes. But now, when I saw this guy boarding a flight, I'm telling you, I got inspired. And I told myself, next year, I'll be together with you. So this is what motivated me. And I started working the business seriously. I started coming for trainings. What I like about this company, you get life skills. I didn't know how to talk to people. I didn't know so many things. But as I continued coming for trainings, I met people who are ready to teach me. So I remember I used to come and being told that we want to teach you how to clap. We want to teach you how to smile. And let me tell you, these simple things make a very big difference in people's life. We call them the soft skills. So I started developing these skills, interacting with the people, talking with the people. And before I discovered, my business was expanding. I had so many people joining my business. And in 6 months, I became a director. 1 year, 5 months, I stepped to the world team member. From that time up to now, I've been a world team member. And let me tell you, I've enjoyed good money in the business. I've developed myself personally. Now, after working when I became a world team member, of course, I was single. And when you start making that kind of cash, you can't eat that money alone. So when I became a world team member, I got married. And during my wedding day, some guys we used to work with in the army, in Kawa Barracks, specifically in Nairobi, they attended my wedding. And guess what? My upline, who was a soldier, and imported a brand new Range Rover. And you see, these guys knew him. So when they attended my wedding, I'm telling you, people got inspired, and they really wanted to be part of us. And that is why I came, and I got some people today who are very successful in my team through that day. And I have people like Josephat Kariuki in my team who are today very successful because of the people who came and saw the kind of success that I achieved. So I got married. I resigned my job. Actually, after 4 years, I was able to resign my job because I discovered I need more time to help my people to grow. I saw a bright future in the business. And of course, I wrote my letter very many times. I wrote a resignation letter to leave employment 7 times. And I used to remember what my mother used to tell me and my parents, that don't ever try to resign your job, permanent and pensionable. But when I made that decision, when I saw the big money, and when I was taken to some leadership schools in these big hotels, my mind was open. I started seeing life in another dimension. I discovered that I needed to be there to empower other people. So I came out and I started doing the business full time. So today I'm doing the business full time, and it is so exciting. So when I see some magazine, like today I was looking at this magazine, and I was just opening through the magazine, and I saw a story of one lady called Florence Akech and Apollo Orao in my team, giving their stories here. I'm telling you, I get excited. Then when I looked the next page, The next page, I saw another guy in my team, another lady in my team called Grace Chege. People are doing business in a crazy way. As I continued opening, I saw this other guy called Josephat Karaoke in the same magazine, the Josephat that I was talking about. Now, this is a lifestyle magazine. This is not only for our Kenyan market. It is Neo Life magazine. Then I told myself, I remember when I joined the business, and I used to tell myself, now, if I join this business, where am I going to get people? I'm a soldier, I don't know how to talk to people. How am I going to get a network? And I know that is the question so many people are asking themselves this evening. But let me tell you today, you can see the evidence that in the same magazine, I have people who have succeeded in my team. That is something that needs to motivate you, that when you come here and you have a dream that you want to change your life, actually, what really motivates me in the business is when I see some people coming who have some financial challenges, people who have a lot of health challenges. And when they come here, they start using our product. I usually tell people, when you come and start using our product, even when I look at your face, because there's some glowing that comes after using our product. Actually, people come in our business and using our product, they start growing younger. There are some people we used to work with today. You cannot believe that we were in the same age group. Why? Because I've been using the products and you continue looking younger for longer. When I see people coming and succeeding in the business, that really motivates me. And I've given you some evidence in the magazine. Now, I want to talk to the guests who are listening to me today. When I look at what is happening today, things have changed. I remember the other day we were celebrating 20 years of success of my applied director, Mr. Patrick Mugambi. He had called the people who are in his team, and we were celebrating 20 years of success. And let me tell you, I saw business in a different dimension. Now I'm 15 years, I'll be celebrating my 20 years in the next 5 years. And I told myself, in the next 5 years, I want to do a celebration that people come to remember, because Neo Life has really empowered me. I want to do it and invite every person, that even the people that I invited to do the business and they did not join, I want to call them so that they can see the success that we achieved through this business. Why? Because I've seen it is very much possible. Now, for the new guests, what I'm trying to say is that times have changed. Right now, the lifestyle diseases are really affecting people. I remember when I joined the business, you used to try to explain our products to people they could not understand. After COVID, now our product demand is to another level. Actually, today I cannot sit down with people and they fail to buy. And I was just trying to look and I discovered that times have changed. Today, people want products that help them to achieve good health, and that is what we are offering. When you join Neo Life business, you get the freedom, the fun. Actually, right now I'm in my office in town. I went back to school because I discovered right now I went back to school to pursue a business leadership course, because I discovered that as a leader, I need to develop myself, because you cannot develop other people if you're not yourself developed. So right now I'm in Park University. I'm pursuing a course there, and I discovered in school right now, people want easy life, and actually today people want easy life. So through this business, I'm able now to do my business and still pay my school fees. And remember, I have children that I'm paying school fees. So it is a business that gives you freedom. So I have the freedom to do things that I want to do at the time I want to do. Right now, I'm doing some things that I could not be able to do while I was working, because the salary is limited. I know there are some people who are working somewhere, that salary will never be enough. And the way things are going, especially in Kenya, you know the finance bill, the budget was read the other day. I'm telling you, life will not be easy. Things will continue being tough. So what I encourage people is have another source of income. This business I established, today I can be able to do other things because I have built a foundation in my business. So I would encourage the person listening to me, you have not joined this business, please build another source of income. 10 years from now, you'll be rejoicing that you started and you work and especially when I meet the young people. When I meet the young people, I feel so much demotivated. I feel so much bad when somebody tells me that I want easy life. You see, when you are young is the time to establish the foundation. So this is the right time for you to start the business. Please make that decision, be decisive. Don't postpone. Don't go thinking, asking for opinion of other people. Make that decision today. Don't postpone. Let us get started. Otherwise, I know we'll be meeting in the beaches of the world to celebrate together as we empower people. God bless you. Thank you so much, Pascal.
Thank you very much, David. Every time I hear your story, I get inspired. And I always think that, what if you didn't say yes?
Sure.
And that's a question that I want to ask all the guests and the prospects who are here. You may say yes, you may say no, but your life will never be the same from today. David, thank you so much for that wonderful story. I think you inspire a lot of Kenyans, you inspire a lot of people in East Africa, and I think better things are coming on the way. Thank you very much, David.
Thank you. Thank you.
I cannot add any more to David's story. It's really magnificent. And what our company has done is to try and take advantage of technology. One of the things that we do is that we have online services. That means you can build a business from anywhere in those 50 countries without actually leaving. If you want to order products, you can order the products online. If you want to register new distributors to join your team, you can do that online. The moment you start the business or register, the company creates for you your own back office. It means it's a personalized website. You can monitor and manage a business. Training is done locally, internationally, online. I mean, this presentation this evening, people from so many different countries are in attendance. Delivery of products. Each market the company does business, they contract courier companies to deliver products to our customers. Payment of products or payment of bonuses is done by EFT or mobile money, if you have mobile money in your country. So the company makes it as easy as possible for you to grow your business taking advantage of technology. One of the things that David talked about is events. He traveled to Durban. He traveled to one of the top hotels in Nairobi. So this meeting or this convention was in 2022 in Dar es Salaam, where the distributors in East Africa met in Tanzania. That is the same meeting. In Southern Africa, we met in Pretoria on August the 20th. So each region have a meeting where they celebrate success from different distributors. How do you get started in the business? Go back to the person who invited you. They will give you an application form to register in the business. In Botswana, it's 650 to 2,330 pula. In South Africa, it's 830 to 2,810. In Kenya, it's 8,000 or 10,000 shillings. In Nigeria, it's 24,500 or 31,500 naira. In Tanzania, it's 153,000 or 190,000 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda, it's 225,000 or 273,000 Uganda shillings. In the USA, it's $75 US. In Togo, it's 43,500 or 58,500 francs CFA. In Italy, it's 64 euros. In Ghana, is 493 or 787 Ghanaian cedis. In Cameroon, it's 56,000 or 68,000 francs CFA. So each country has got their own starter package. Get back to the person who invited you. They'll give you the right figure to get started. The power of leverage. What is leverage? Leverage is finding a way to increase your income earning ability. If I ask you a question and you're a guest, shall I give you $1 million in cash, or I give you 1 cent double every day for 31 days? I think the average person, most people say, give me $1 million anytime. I want that cash. But if you think about the power of leverage, you'd have a different answer, because if you double 1 cent daily for 31 days is 10,737,018. That is what leverage is. And that is a principle we use in our business to increase our income earning ability. It's a compensation plan that is very, very fair. The people who work the hardest are the ones who earn the most. What do you need to succeed? Remember that success begins with a decision. That's where success starts. If David didn't decide 15 years ago to get started, he wouldn't have been here with us today, sharing his wonderful story. So the first thing is make a decision. Once you've made a decision, then there are a few other things you need to become successful. Number one, you need to have a dream. You need to know what you want from the business. Okay? The second thing is you need to find out what you need to do or learn. You need to be teachable, to open yourself to learning new things, how to build this business. The third is you need to work very hard, discipline, guts, persistence. And the fourth, you need to believe in yourself, in your sponsor, that is the person who invited you, and to believe in the company. If you have these things going for you, success is yours. So ladies and gentlemen, what is the next step for you? If you're a guest, go back to the person who invited you. They'll give you the form, they'll guide you on how to become successful, and I look forward to meeting you on one of the beaches around the world. Thank you, good night, and God bless.